Alrighty, turn 87, March 3rd, 1942. Let's see what kind of damage Lodrik can do to us. Auto flip the base down there. Alrighty. Landing at, he's filling in the back bases there. Alrighty. Day phase, movement, air phase. Yeah, see, he does not have a lot of cap there. My guess is he has some zeros. And he flew them in because he couldn't unload them from a ship. They wouldn't be ready yet. Yep. Light AM phase is 2 attacks in China. Wow, 1 attack in China, 1 in Sumatra. And looks like no attacks in the PM. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking he's moving a lot of his aircraft out of China into other locations. Whether he's getting ready for a Burma offensive or moving it down south so he can, when he goes into Australia, he has aircraft there. All right, landing at Denpasar. All right. I don't think we're gonna have any naval fights, and land attacks. Here we go. Yep. I'm assuming he's on. Oh, he wiped one out. Surrender. All right, they're all gone. Basically, what that means is I can buy him back now. Bombardment here should not produce much. Bombardment here should not produce much either. He has 1 full division and then 2 regiments and then a bunch of artillery. Bombardment here won't do anything. He'll take Torres Islands. He may or may not. He probably will push me out of here. Nope. 1 to 99. And I still got mauled though. Look at that. It's because he has tanks and I don't have anything. Alright. I'm going to expand some bases. Then we'll do some production. When that's done, we'll pause the video, do some saves, grab some data, and come back for a quick AAR because there's not a whole lot going on. Some destroyers for us. Alrighty. Slow turn, not a real big surprise there. Let's go ahead and go over some stats here. Score-wise, Japan went up 30 points. We went up by 2. No second in the air. We lost 1 in air-to-air. Japan lost none. Let's see what we lost. We lost a Hudson, didn't we? Yep, a Hudson recon plane over Gisborne. Alright, we went through the replacements and all that last turn. I do want to check ship withdraws. Make sure we're not missing something coming up soon. Yeah, we got 80 days to the Aquitania. I'm going to make a note of that just so I don't forget about it. That's an XAP Aquitania. Withdraws 523. Then right on his heel, the Colombo does. That's 6.5. Alright, that's good for now. Go back, let's go ahead and pull up Combat Reporter and go through that. Let's see, no other on the ground. Torres Island, he captured. Bandaming, he bombarded again. I'm pretty sure he's just trying to burn supply. Maybe inflict a few losses with, like, he disabled 1 combat squad there. Up here in China, he bombarded. He lost troops there. He did a shock attack across the river here. He didn't push me out. He got 1 to 99 odds, but as normal, when you use tanks in China, there's just no defense. They might not beat you. They might not win the fight because 1 to 99 is not a win, but they maul you with their firepower because we have nothing that can really hurt them back. Another bombardment farther to the north. And then a shock attack with his tanks in Sumatra. 1 unit was destroyed in the fighting. The other 2 surrendered, which is good. So I can take a look at buying them back and see what it's going to cost me. Amphibious-wise, he landed at Vanua Lava. He landed at Palopo, at Lolo Betu. He landed at Denpasar. Yep. Alright. In the air, he only had 2 strikes. 1 up in China with some sallies. A pretty good strike for him. And he softened up my troops in Sumatra with some Sanyas. Signal intelligence. Only 3 categories this time. We got Fusan, Johor Bahru, Changchun, and Nomiya. That's not a surprise. See if we pick up any useful intelligence here. Southeast area flees at Rabal. Alright, nothing super useful at the moment. And he's planning an attack on Aichang, which we knew about that before as well. Alright. Unknown, we got some transportation, isolated with no supply. Devices being upgraded. A lot of devices being upgraded. Looks like mostly base forces. I did reset my upgrades and replacements with all those extra devices I got are about to get on that convoy due to New Zealand being attacked. I didn't want to waste them, so I'm going to be a little more stingy with some of them. Alrighty, maybe I have some radar now. Alright, all that stuff right there, all that stuff from that convoy is in the pools now. Alright, that's a little bit of submarine. They were spotted, but they're moving around, so. Yep, replacements, more replacements. Bunch of still repairs I'm trying to figure out. A lot of these I can't do because the ports they're at just aren't big enough to repair them. We admitted losing a PG back in December 7th. Japanese aircraft being sighted. Intel, Fusan Airport 7, Spokane went to size 6 airfield, Blenheim went to Fort 2, Camilla went to airfield 2, and San Luis Obispo went to airfield 7. Yeah. And we got in our ships. We got 7 new ships this turn, and looks like a couple air units and a combat unit in Java, which we don't need at all. But it's what we get. So let's go ahead and get... Alrighty, so let's go ahead and back to the game, and we'll go around here, take a look at some stuff. Up in India here, what I'm doing up here, little synopsis, besides all the units out of Burma retreating, I am assembling an assault force here at Asansol. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I apologize to anyone who, takes offense. But I got the 6th and the 7th Australian Division sitting here, along with 3 regiments of artillery and a base force here, all sitting on the rails in their rail cars, ready to go. The reason I'm doing this is mostly I don't know where he's going to come up here. I don't know if he's going to try to come up the coast and fight his way up, or if he's going to do a landing up along somewhere in the bay. I've also moved another CD unit into Diamond Harbor. Nothing great, but it is, it's going to be 8 more 6-inch guns, a little more deterrent. Maybe I can get lucky and get some transports if he lands there. If he doesn't, I'll just move it out of there. So I'm not really sure what he's going to do up in India. I have a feeling he might go for it. He will definitely come up here to try to take Cox's Bazar. Right now, he has his Thai unit here, and I believe that's a Japanese. This is the Marines. This is the Thai unit, I believe. But the Thai unit is not really a threat. The Marines, not so. I have 150 or so assault value here at Cox's Bazar. Behind level 3 forts. I should be able to hold both those units off. He'd have to bring more forces up here. My guess is he's just going to circumvent it and go land somewhere up in this area. But most of his forces is down in the South Pacific, so I think we have a while for that. And hopefully by the time those forces are free, it'll be too late. I'll have too much stuff up here. He won't, if he does land, it's just easier for me to kill off his troops. Malaya, as we all know, is gone. Sumatra, he beat up on some units here, which I will be able to buy back once the time is right. I'm not sure what he's going to do with these tanks. He might retreat. He might come up here. Although it does look like he is retreating. Nothing new going on in Borneo. Sumatra, he's expanded everywhere. He's in Tilajap, which is where I just got that new unit right there. It's nothing great, but it's gonna die. But whatever. He's at Batavia. He'll probably attack next turn. All I have is the CD unit there. Everything else I have is sitting in Bandoeng. We're sitting there. We are just building forts as fast as we can. We got level 4 forts at the moment. We have 66,000 tons of supplies, so we should be healthy for a while. And that's what's going on there. Celebes, he landed at Palopo. In Malacca, he landed at Bato. He auto-flipped the base down here. He landed at Dansapar. So he's slowly backfilling all these bases in that he has skipped. And that'll take him a while. Down in Australia, not a whole lot going on. A convoy of supply arrived at Perth. We're unloading. It's only 20 tons, but it's a start. If you come west, you see I have several convoys out here. 2 are inbound, 1 is outbound. The 2 inbound got 27,000 fuel and 52,000 fuel. So that's going to be very welcome. Perth has no fuel. I have a bunch of ships in here that are either super low on fuel or have none. Not only that, most of the industry in Australia is out of fuel, so it's not running, which is cutting into my supply production. I'm also so I got what 80,000 fuel coming in. I have more on the way from off map. It'll just take a while to get over here. Melbourne, a bunch of combat ships have just arrived, and I have disbanded them into port. Me get rid of those. Get rid of those. See, Force Z is now here, along with a bunch of cruisers and a ton of destroyers. Once I kind of know what's more going on over here, those guys are going to get into play. I don't think I'm going to risk them over in New Zealand. I think I'm going to maybe slowly move them up the coast to like Sydney and so forth, and then prepare for if he does do any invasion of northern Australia. Then I can have a quick force there ready to respond. This task force of a bunch of 40,000 more supplies is one turn away from heading north. I'm going to come out here, then it will head up north. And in like 4 or 5 days, he'll be unloading in Melbourne. New Zealand, I have started the evacuations. I am going to hold up a little bit here at Wellington and Auckland. Those are my 2 spots I'm going to try to hold. Unfortunately, Auckland's clear terrain, so that's not going to help, but Wellington is not. So the guys here are going south, and everyone else is going north. On the other island, on the South Island, I am going to go to Nelson. Everything that can move is going up to Blenheim, and then from there we'll go cross the road over into Nelson, and we're gonna be building forts there. We'll last there as long as we can, so we'll see. Every other ship en route to New Zealand has been rerouted away. Since KB's gone from the Society Island area, I am slowly starting to get back to operations here, unloading some troops here. I dropped off a infantry battalion at Tahiti, so that'll help out there. Got a little defense. I still got this regiment of that up. Actually, I got another infantry battalion here at Bora Bora. I got units up here at Penryn I want to move. A lot of stuff to move, but I just want to be a little safe because I know KB's could be in the area as well as his subs. A big convoy of supply just disbanded here. I have nowhere for it to go, nowhere for the supply to go at the moment, so we're going to sit there for a little bit. This guy has a ton of fuel. He's going to come up here as well and probably disband as well until Tahiti can take the fuel. We did increase the port at Tahiti, so that does help with our limits and our unloading speed. So that'll help overall, but we're still expanding. I'm going to build it up to probably level 3 and then start building the airfield up because that'll expand the limits here too. And once they're high enough, I will bring more, bring the rest of the supply and fuel. I do have some supplies sitting here, but right now we really don't need supply here. I mean, we got 17,000 tons, so we have plenty of supply. We do need fuel, but I don't want to risk these tankers up there yet. So we will see. Not much else is going on anywhere else. We got supply convoys moving south with men and aircraft. Pearl's not doing a whole lot. It's just repairing ships and preparing for loading of troops and to send them, reform that division that's there, and we'll send them out. West Coast, I'm moving troops around again. The temporary restricted units, I found another division worth of troops, and that's all going to San Fran, where I will probably buy it out and then ship it out. Seattle is supplying supplies to the north as normal. We got Cole Harbor and Annette Island low on supplies, so we have two convoys here to head into them. Our subs up here just patrolling. We haven't found anything since that one turn where we sunk that tanker, but they're still there. We'll leave them there. If we sink more tankers, that's extra points for us. China is kind of a mess still. No surprise. He attacked here with his tanks. Didn't do any damage. But actually, though, I think did I attack there? I actually think I attacked. Yes, I did. Okay. I wondered why we didn't do any damage to his tanks, but no, we crossed in here and attacked. We got 1 to 99 odds and lost 1,200 men. That's fine. We're gonna sit here. You can see all these units are beat to hell. We got a bunch of headquarters here, unfortunately. We're gonna lose all these, but we might as well make them just sit here in the mountains and make them take as long as we can, kind of slow them down. We do have units moving on the interior. We got some choke points set up. We got a big choke point set here with, what do we got there? 1,600 assault strength. He doesn't have anything in the area enough to blow through that. I mean, he does have this massive stack. You know, where's his big stack at? Well, maybe it's not here anymore. Maybe he moved it away. He does have a lot of strength up here, but I don't think he has enough to blow through 1,600 assault value very easily. Now, these guys are low on supplies, but he does not know that. But they are not look, they are dug in with level 3 forts. This guy has none, but he's actually not staying. He's moving. A couple of these guys are leaving the area. But the ones that are there do have a bunch of forts. We have anti-tank here. We have some anti-air. We have a bunch of artillery here as well. And these guys are all dug in with level 1 forts. So that should hold for a while, and it has to, because once that falls, Kienko is gone, and once that falls, he's in the interior, and the whole rest of China is at risk. In the south area, I have a roadblock here, across river, so he has a shock attack in. I'm not saying it's a huge roadblock, but it's what I have available at the moment. These guys are digging in. Some of them are larger than others, but it's all I had that has any real attack power right now. Got another block here, not a very big one, but it's still what I got. I am evacuating Lu Chao because this stack is coming, and there's no way I can fight it off, especially not in clear terrain. I'm also evacuating Nanning because it has nowhere to go. Once Lu Chao falls, these troops are trapped. So we're going to evacuate there as well. We got these guys finally up on the road. This base force, he is fleeing up to Hangyang. And that's about it for China. And that's about it for the turn. If you enjoyed watching it with me, please go ahead and click on the like button. If you're following along in the campaign and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And until the next turn, you guys all have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later.